Hi, I'm Tom Baker. Just want to talk about my experience about getting a garage, cabinets, and all set up. I actually had two people come over. First bid I had was a very nice lady from Closet World, and she actually came and did all the specs and stuff. And I was a little concerned because she wasn't sort of totally aware of some of the nuances with the garage. She started getting cabinets that she was recommending were kind of preformed, and I thought that maybe they were too big for the garage space. The garage is kind of tight. I have two cars, and she spent a lot of time designing it and then came up with a figure which was very reasonable. But I still had some reservations about the whole process, and if it was really, she took the time to figure out where the light switches were, if they were going to be in the way, and all that kind of stuff. And then I asked if she'd actually be around when the installers came, because I had read online, and a lot of the complaints about their company was that the designer came and did all the design, and then they were never seen again. And so the installers came, and the specs were off a little bit, and they would just say, well, that's what we had, it's not our fault. And then a lot of people would call the supervisor, and they were just frustrated, and they said they didn't recommend it, and they need a little wear. Dion came by, it was a completely different experience. Very low pressure, took all my concerns about the height of it. Garage is a little small, want to make sure two cars could fit in the garage and they could open the door without smashing into things. He spent a lot of time doing the measurements, went over them, addressed all my concerns, and probably the most important part is that he actually said he was going to be here when the installers came, and that indeed was the case. So when the installer showed up for the first time with all the equipment, Dion was there right on time, and he was there. It's a little kind of problem with the measurements, but Dion was able to take care of that with the installer. They talked about it, they corrected it, everything got installed. Dion's very receptive, answering emails, answering phone calls. He's there when he said he's going to be there. Followed the project upon completion. Actually, when everything was done, I realized that I liked all the work so well. I actually wanted a little bit of extra done on another part of the garage, and he came over right away, measured it, came up with a very reasonable price. And I would highly recommend Dion to anybody. The experience was very stress-free, and very happy with the outcome.